Hello everyone, welcome back to Psychology with Soumya. In today's class, we'll be discussing Functionalism School of Psychology. In the previous class, we have discussed about structuralism, which is the first formal school of psychology, which was proposed by Edward Titchener. Today's class will see how functionalism works or what Functionalism School of Psychology proposes. It focuses on the purpose or the function of mental processes and second, adaptive behavior. Just like structuralism, it also takes into context the importance of consciousness or mind or thoughts. And second, but unlike structuralism, it does not deal with the components or the elements of our thoughts. Rather, it looks at what the function of our mental processes is and how is adaptive behavior functioning. How does the adaptive mind function? So instead of asking what is the mind made up of, like in structuralism, functionalism asks what does the mind do? How does behavior help adaptation? So two things. First, the function or purpose of mind or mental processes, and second, adaptive mind. The key figures or the key thinkers of this school of psychology are William James, who is considered as the father of functionalism or the father of American psychology, and he wrote a book, The Principles of Psychology, in 1890. And second, John Dewey. John Dewey wrote the famous paper on reflex arc. And third is James Rowland Angel, who systematized functionalism, which was given by William James. So the key thinker of functionalism is William James, right? Next, let us look at the core assumptions. First, in structuralism, we saw that it is told that mind is made up of different elements. That is called as the atomist or reductionist approach. But here, consciousness or mind is considered as a stream. In his book, The Principles of Psychology, William James wrote that consciousness cannot be broken down into elements. Rather, it is a stream of consciousness. That is, it is continuous. The mental processes help in adaptation. Adaptive mind, how depending upon different situations, a person adapts his mind. It studies how the survival instinct helps an individual to adapt the mind. And next, the psychology should also studies practical applications. Now, in structuralism, we saw that because the method of trained introspection was used, it could not be applied to children and animals. Right? So it was not replicable. It was not applicable to different contexts. But here functionalism told that no, whatever we are studying in psychology, if it is a school of psychology, then it should be applicable. It should study practical applications. Now functionalism, it was influenced by, this is very important, it was influenced by Charles Darwin evolutionary theory. Right? You must have heard about Charles Darwin, who told that adaptation, human beings adapt because they want to survive. So that is what the evolutionary theory of Charles Darwin talks about. So this is what is the influence of functionalism. So functionalism, it is an American school of psychology, right? Because William James, who founded it, he was an American. So it is an American school of psychology. It focused on what? The purpose of the mind, purpose of consciousness, and second, adaptive value of the mental processes and behavior. It did not analyze the structure of the mind, because structure of the mind was analyzed in structuralism. It is influenced by Charles Darwin's evolutionary theory, and functionalists argued that consciousness and behavior evolve because they help the individuals adjust to their environment and survive. Now, why do the mental processes adapt? Because they want to survive. They want to adjust to the environment, they want to survive. And ये survive वाला जो चीज़ है, ये किसने बोला था? ये चार्ल्स डार्विन ने बोला था. तो चार्ल्स डार्विन का influence है on functionalism. The leading figure, William James, described consciousness as a stream, which is continuous, dynamic, and goal-directed. He rejected the idea that it could be broken into fixed elements. Functionalists emphasized practical applications of psychology, where like in industry, in education, in mental testing, and he accepted, the only research method which was used in structuralism is trained introspection. But here, functionalism accepts multiple research methods rather than relying only on introspection. Functionalism shifted psychology's focus from the structure of the mind to the functions of the mental activity plus the adaptation of the mental processes. Functionalists considered that the search for the elements of consciousness, which the structuralism did, it considered it as sterile. It wanted psychology to be a practical science rather than a pure science. So pure science is structuralism, practical science is functionalism, right? Functionalists urged the broadening of psychology to include research on animals, children, abnormal humans also. Ye wala portion was not covered in structuralism, but it was covered in functionalism. Functionalism is also related to motivation, right? Because motivation क्या motivation है कि वो adapt करना चाहते हैं. Why different people or different organisms, they behave differently in the same environment depending upon the situation or the context. So why do they adapt? What is the motivation behind it? So functionalism also is related to motivation, right? So this is all about functionalism. Now let us look at behaviorism. Behaviorism was founded by John Watson. It was later developed by Skinner. So it is important, अगर आपको founder पूछ रहे हैं, it is Watson. It is not Skinner, it's not Pavlov. It's Watson. Watson is the founder of behaviorism. It focuses only on observable behavior, the behavior which can be observed. It focuses only on that. It rejects what? जैसे कि structuralism, functionalism में दोनों they consider that consciousness and mind is important. No doubt, एक में mind को हमने structures या elements में divide किया, दूसरे में हमने consider किया कि mind is a stream of consciousness. But behaviorism rejects both the concepts, right? It says कि consciousness कुछ है ही नहीं. There is nothing called as consciousness. Everything is behavior, right? It rejected introspection method which was used in structuralism. It rejected mentalism which was used in functionalism. Rather it said how is behavior learned? Behavior हम कैसे सीखते हैं? How is behavior learned? What are the environmental factors that control and affect the behavior? So the main difference between functionalism and behaviorism is functionalism studies consciousness, behaviorism rejects consciousness. Functionalism focuses on adaptation of mental processes. Behaviorism focuses on learning of behavior. Functionalism was influenced by Charles Darwin's evolutionary theory. Behaviorism is influenced by positivism. Functionalism allows mental processes. Behaviorism only allows observable behavior and rejects mental processes. Functionalism, it came in early 1900s in America, and behaviorism came in 1930. So functionalism kept mind in psychology. Behaviorism removed mind completely, right? Now let us look at it in detail. So behaviorism is the third school of psychology that argues that psychology should study only what? Observable behavior. It should not study what? Consciousness or mental processes. It came as a reaction against structuralism and functionalism. Structuralism which focused on introspection. Functionalism which focused on subjective experience. It was founded by John B. Watson when in 1913. In 1913, what he did, he published a book. What is the name of the book? Psychology as the Behaviorist Views It. In this book, and the publishing of this book, it marked the beginning of the behaviorism school of psychology. Watson, what he argued that psychology should be completely objective. It should be experimental science. It should not study consciousness. It should not study mind because it is unscientific. Watson founded it. It was further developed by Ivan Pavlov. Ivan Pavlov पहले आए, उन्होंने classical conditioning दिया. Classical conditioning में what we study? Involuntary automatic behavior. You must know the famous dog and the bell experiment. Second, it was then Skinner came who gave the operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is voluntary behavior. How reinforcement and punishments affect our behavior. Third is Edward Thorndike who gave the law of effect. Right? So what are the assumptions behind the school of psychology? That psychology studies behavior. It does not study the mind. Behavior, how it is? Behavior is always learned. How it is learned? Through conditioning. Classical conditioning ho ya operant conditioning ho, behavior is always how learned. It is never acquired. Behavior हमारे अंदर नहीं है. It is not acquired, it's learned. Environment determines behavior. Right? And environmental factors. Environment matlab what? What are the reinforcement that we get from the environment? What are the punishment we get? It affects the intensity and the occurrence of behavior. Internal mental states are not necessary for scientific explanation. स्पेशली इन रेडिकल बिहेवियरिज्म. उन्होंने इंटरनल हमारे जो मेंटल स्टेट्स होते हैं उसको बोला दैट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी, राइट. Both classical and operant conditioning work on reductionism. It is important to understand that behaviorism, it is based on reductionist approach. हम पूरा जो behavior है उसको SR, SS, RS इसमें convert कर लेते हैं. हम reduce करते हैं पूरा behavior ना. जैसे कि your classical conditioning what? Classical conditioning is SS. मतलब the whole behavior it is reduced into S and S. So it is reductionist approach. Operant conditioning is what? RS. Right, it is also reduced. So both of them work on reductionism. Even your structuralism also worked on reductionism because हमने पूरे mind को components से elements में divide किया, उसको उसमें reduce किया. So structuralism also worked on reductionism. Operant conditioning is related to which behavior? Voluntary behavior. Classical conditioning is related to automatic or involuntary behavior. Behaviorism जो theory है, you must understand it is based on empiricism. Empiricism क्या है? Empiricism, it is a philosophical perspective which considers what is the source of knowledge. It is sensory experiences. Sensory experiences, what we learn, right? It is opposite to rationalism. Rationalism considers that the source of knowledge is reasoning. So behaviorism, school of psychology, is based on empiricism philosophical perspective. Second, reductionism, because SS, SRS supports monism. Monism मतलब only behavior and body में से एक exist करता है, body. That is monism. So the key concept is stimulus response SR in operant conditioning. SS is classical, that is unconditioned stimulus and conditioned stimulus. SS is your classical conditioning. Reinforcement and punishment, conditioning, learning, ये सारे key concepts है. Behaviorism made psychology more objective, scientific, emphasized on lab experiments. How do we say it is experimental? Because experiment ही तो conduct हुआ था classical में. Ivan Pavlov ने क्या किया था? Dog and the salivation experiment. So it focuses on experiments, lab experiments and measurable variables. Measurable क्यों? Because everything is behavior is measured. If it is observable behavior, then behavior can also be measured. In the next class, we'll deal about neo behaviorism and radical behaviorism. Thank you, everyone.